Hi, third graders, Miss Whitford here, and I'm going to show you how you can use your graph paper to make fraction strips.
Hi, everybody.
There's Mr. Whitford. He's making a little cameo appearance. We love that. We love Mr. Whitford too. Okay, so the first thing is you want to take your graph paper and you want to make sure it's sideways. You don't want it up and down. You want it to be sideways, okay? So the first thing you want to do is make you're going to make a rectangle to show one whole piece. So if you go across it is 24 boxes. So if I make this rectangle around the 24 boxes, that 24 is going to represent one whole. Okay, I'm just going to erase that so it is a little bit neater for you. Okay, so that's the first thing that you want to do. I'm going to use different colors just so it's a little bit easier to see. You don't have to. That's just kind of so you can make sure it's a little bit easier to see. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is you're going to break it into half. So just to let you know, we're going to be doing like the fractions that go together. So there's halves, fourths, and eighths, and then also thirds and sixths. Okay, so to break into half, I want to think about taking these 24 boxes and splitting those 24 boxes in half, or 2 equal pieces. So I want the same amount on this side as on this side. It's like I'm taking 24 and dividing it by 2. Okay, so I'm going to count out. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. So I need to count out 12 boxes. So I'm going to go do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is where I'm going to do my line. I'm going to keep on going just to make sure that this also has 12 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It does. I'm going to finish off my first set of fraction strips here. Okay, so since I broke it into 2 equal pieces, this is 1/2 and this is also 1/2. One of 2 equal pieces, 1 of 2 equal pieces. All right, continuing on. Now we are going to make it into fourths. Okay, so if I take 24 and I divide it by 4, how many boxes do I need to put in my rectangles? All right, 24 divided by 4 is 6, okay? So I need to do 6 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Line. If you do it correctly, this line and this line should match up exactly. Let me keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Line. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And line. Okay. So I'm going to finish this off, and I'm going to label these because I broke it into 4 equal pieces. Each of these is 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, and 1/4. Okay, continuing on. Now I'm going to make it into eighths. Let's do this color. That's a nice one. All right, so if I have 24 divided by 8, I'm going to need, it's going to be 3 boxes because 8, 16, 24. Okay, 1, 2, 3, line. 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 And 1, 2, 3, line. Okay. Now I'm going to finish out these. Now you can also think of this is really kind of like you're dividing fractions. Because if you take 1/4 and divide 1/4 in 2, you're going to have 2/8. What? Crazy, right? You can also think of this as dividing. So this is like 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 8. Math, it all connects. All right, let me finish doing my eighths over here. 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, 1/8, and 1/8. Okay, that's an 8. All right, so now I have my halves, fourths, and eighths. The other 2 that we're going to do, it's like the cousins. It's going to be the thirds, okay? So I'm going to do a different color. Let's do purple. All right, so if I have 24 divided by 3, it's going to be 8, just like we have 24 divided by 8 is 3. Multiplication, division, fact families. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here's a line. Let me keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And a line. So here is, this is why the thirds I think of as being like the cousins, because you can see these lines, they don't really match up with any of the others. Like this line doesn't really match up with any of the others, okay? But when we get to 6, it is going to match up. Okay, let me do one more. Let's use this color. So if I have 24 divided by 6, 24 divided by 6 is 4. Kind of like if we took the third and divided it in half, 8 boxes in half is 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Line, 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 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Line. I'm going to finish this up. Make my boxes. Since there are 6 boxes, I've broken up into 6 equal pieces. Each piece is 1/6. So once you've done this, you have essentially made your own set of fraction strips. And then you can use those fraction strips for a whole bunch of things. One of the best things being figuring out equivalent fractions. I'm going to show you how to do that with a few of them, not all of them. But basically what you want to see is that if it is going to be the same size, the fraction strips are the same size, those fractions are equivalent. So let me show you what I mean, okay? So I'm going to do a highlighter here. So if I am looking at 1/2, I am looking for something that is going to be exactly the same size as this 1/2 over here. What? This is the same size. Look, across, down. Oh my goodness. So if I wanted to write this as an equivalent fraction, I could write that, let me change my color here, that 1/2 is equivalent to some fourths. How many fourths was it that it was equivalent to? Let me just double check. Oh, that's right, 1 2/4. So 1/2 is equivalent to 2/4. But wait, we're not done. I can keep on going. Oh my gosh, do you see how it's also equivalent to some eighths? Let's see. Get my highlighter. Look at that. It is the same size as how many eighths? 1, 2, 3, 4 eighths. So 1/2, 2/4 is also equivalent to 4 eighths. Oh wait, there's even more. So if I look up here, it's not going to fit with the thirds, but it does fit with the sixths. Look at the sixth, how that line, like if I were to take this line down, it would be the same size. So I have 1/2 is the same size as 1, 2, 3, 6. I could write that actually in one of two spots. So I could write it over here, or if you look at this pattern, 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8, I really could even put my 3, 6 in here and keep with that pattern. The other thing is, if you want to do more than just like one equal piece, you could look at something that's the same size as more than one equal piece. Let me show you what I mean by that. Let's do this color. All right, so if I wanted to look at something that was the same size as 3/4, I could color in 3/4 like this. 3/4. And then I want to look for something, what? Oh my goodness, look over here. Look at what is the same size as 3/4. So 3/4 is the same size as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eighths. Oh my goodness. Let me record that. 3/4 is the same size as 6 eighths. Wow. Look at all those equivalent fractions. So in conclusion, if you use your graph paper to make your fraction strips, this is basically like a fraction cheat sheet to help you figuring out equivalent fractions.